5 billion naira fund for development of modern orientation camp for National Youth Service Corps in Lagos State. Nigeria loses $1.8 billion worth of fuel to oil theft in 9 years. And Warrington town hit by 1 year worth of rain as storms continue to lash parts of China. And in sports, Nigeria's Falconets to play friendlies against Australia. Mexico ahead 2024 Under-20 World Cup. And now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has announced the commitment of the sum of 5 billion naira to kickstart the development of a new and modern permanent National Youth Service Corps NYSC orientation camp in the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this at the passing out parade and official closing of NYSC 2024 Batch B Stream 1 Corps members at the NYSC orientation camp Yanagbaja, where he urged Corps members to create positive impact and embrace the challenges and opportunities in patriotism to contribute meaningfully to the development of the state and the country. The governor also donated a sum of 100 million naira to NYSC members of staff and supporting agencies, while 4,254 Corps members in the 2024 Batch B Stream 1 will get 100,000 naira each. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who donated a 32-seater bus for the use of Corps members in Lagos State, promised automatic employment for the first 100 outstanding Corps members at the expiration of their service year.
Lagos will give you that enablement that you require for you to succeed going forward. I want to say to you that Lagos no dey carry last. Lagos is not just a showpiece. It's a land of opportunity that is boundless, that is limitless. And you have all the rights and all the privileges to go out there and take it up and work with it and run with it, because you never know what life will throw at you.
Earlier, NYSC coordinator Lagos State Yetunde Baderiwa congratulated the Corps members sworn in 3 weeks ago for orientation for successfully participating and concluding the program, as they are ready to go into the world after a robust training for the goals and objectives of the national service and social activities, skill acquisition, paramilitary training, teamwork, collaborations, among others. Baderiwa also appealed to the state government to expedite action on the construction of new and modern orientation camp for Corps members in the state.
And objectives of the national service are realized in the states, they are immense. Therefore, let this serve as a motivation to others to serve the nation diligently, bearing in mind the words of the oath of allegiance which admitted you into the service for the fatherland. As we do not have any other place to call our own, we must strive to make Nigeria a better place to be.
Our correspondent Adiola Kindele reports that highlight of the event was the inspection of the Guard of Honor by Governor Sanwo-Olu, clad in a full NYSC outfit, and a match passed by guards on parade consisting of 36 Corps members. The Lagos State government has clarified our reports published on various blogs and online news platforms regarding a ban on danfos. Special advisor to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on transportation, Shola Giwa, while clarifying the misunderstandings, said it is essential to highlight that the initiative is designed to enhance public commuting and better serve the residents of Lagos. Giwa explained that the primary goal of the Bus Reform Initiative, BRI, is to restructure commercial bus operations, noting that as a pilot project, the BRI will introduce mass transit buses for the Lekki-Ekpe corridor. He said Danfo buses that conform to the standards of the VIS will operate as mid-capacity buses, while Korokpe buses that also meet the standards will be integrated into the first mile, last mile services to serve the interior roads along the stretch from Obalende CMS to Acha. Giwa said Danfo and Korokpe buses will undergo roadworthiness checks and drivers will receive professional training at the State Driving Institute, while designated routes will be assigned and compliance will be strictly monitored. The special advisor said an e-ticketing system will be introduced as passenger comfort is a top priority adding that the issue of illegal passenger pickups and unauthorized bus stops will be effectively addressed. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority LASMA has celebrated its 24th anniversary with a series of impactful events, including the presentation of 16.5 million naira as financial assistance to injured officers. LASMA also recognized 10 outstanding officers for their exceptional service. General Manager Olalikun Bakare-Oki, who highlighted the significant milestones and achievement of the agency over the past 24 years, commended the dedication and hard work of all LASMA officers in ensuring the safety and smooth flow of traffic within Lagos State. Bakare-Oki noted that the agency's new toll-free call center has been inaugurated to serve as support, complaint, commendation from members of the public, particularly motoring public. The motoring public can reach the center via 0800 0052 7862. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu will again meet with Labour leaders on Thursday to reach a consensus on a new minimum wage. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, who announced this, said the issue of the new minimum wage was also discussed during the Federal Executive Council meeting on Monday. Idris said the president will meet with the Labour leaders to finalize their thoughts, and then he will make his informed decision known to Nigerians by also sending it to the National Assembly. He said the Minister of Budget and National Planning, Atiku Bagudu, has been directed to come up with a proposal for an amendment act to the 2024 Appropriation Act to be sent to the National Assembly. And now to the rest of the stories. The Executive Secretary of the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, Ogbonnaya Orji, says the country lost $1.84 billion worth of petroleum product from the country's refineries in 9 years. Orji stated this at the opening ceremony of the 2024 NEITI Board Retreat meeting in Lagos. According to him, 4.2 billion litres of petroleum products were lost from the refineries as a result of oil theft between 2009 and 2018. And this was estimated at 140,000 barrels per day. He hinted that NEITI did a report and made recommendations on the ways to stop oil theft in Nigeria, urging the current administration to look into the report and implement the recommendations. Today marks the start of the 20th anniversary week of the Economic, Social and Cultural Council, ECOSCO, established under the provisions of Articles 5 and 22 of the African Union's Constitutive Act. ECOS was established in July 2004 and was defined as an advisory organ of the African Union composed of different social and professional groups of the member states of the Union. The distinctive character of the African Union's ECOSOC is that it is an opportunity for African civil society to play an active role in charting the future of the continent, organizing itself in partnership with African governments to contribute to the principles, policies and programs of the Union. Its focus is to promote dialogue with African citizens, forge partnership between government and civil society, promote a culture of gender equality, promote and strengthen capacities of civil society, among others. And in some foreign news, a small town in China's Henan province has been lashed by almost a year's worth of rain in one day as the extreme storms that spattered the south shifted to the central and northern provinces. According to national weather forecasters, as of 8 a.m. on Tuesday, 24 inches of rainfall had been logged in Dafengying over a 24-hour period, the most anywhere in China. Authorities in central Henan province have put in place the most severe flood control measures for the city. Beijing has also temporarily shut numerous train lines in suburban areas after issuing an early warning for thunderstorms and flash floods. In China's northwestern province of Gansu, country flagged a red alert for rain and warnings of mountain torrent and urban flooding. A resurgence of flood water along the middle of and lower reaches of Yangtze, China's largest river, has also pushed its drainage basin into a critical period of flood control on Tuesday. And in sports news, Nigeria's Falconets will take on Australia and Mexico in friendlies ahead of the 2024 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. The friendly matches will be played in Colombia next month, even as the Falconets camp in Abuja to prepare for the biennial competition. 32 players are currently fighting for a place in the team, while only 21 will make the final squad. The Falconets will face former world champions Germany, Venezuela and Korea in the group stage. Colombia will host the 2024 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup from August 31 to September 22. That was our news at 12, but just before we go, ensure the registration mark on your vehicle is clear and visible at all times. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 500 unemployed youths in soft skills and job interview programs? You can always get details on the Legacy Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has announced a commitment of a sum of 5 billion naira to kickstart the development of a new and modern permanent National Youth Service Corps NYSC orientation camp in the state. The Executive Secretary of the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, Ogbonnaya Orji, has announced that the country lost $1.84 billion worth of petroleum product from the country's refineries in 9 years. We also told you that a small town in China's Henan province has been lashed by almost a year's worth of rain in one day as the extreme storms that battered the south shifted to the central and northern provinces. And in sports, Nigeria's Falconets will take on Australia and Mexico in friendlies ahead of the 2024 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adiwali Olokboroku. Thank you, Lagos, for listening. Beautiful and cloudy Tuesday afternoon. It's now time for me to step aside for the duo of Micah Arocha and Temitope Peterside for lunchtime waka. To have a wonderful time.